Disclaimer, all these opinions are my opinions and you can either agree or disagree on them. I don't really care. I hate main DPS characters. As a free-to-play, all are blast to play since I play them on my sister's account, and she's a dolphin. But what I'm trying to get at is that most main DPS characters in Genshin Impact have only one role to fulfill, and that's being able to just do damage. Being able to do damage and damage only is what kills a character for me, and that is one of the reasons why I wouldn't like pulling a Razor, a Diluc, or a Child. The thing that differentiates main DPS only characters from other main DPS characters are if one can do damage better than the other. Let me emphasize on the word better. Main DPS only characters are easily replaceable by other characters that can do damage better. Unlike other characters that have multiple roles, main DPS only characters cannot fulfill any other role other than just doing damage. This kills a lot of long-term viability for a character whose only purpose is to deal damage. Because again, re-emphasizing on the word better, if there are better characters that are yet to be released, then MiHoYo will no doubt make an effort to make the new character, provided that they are main DPS, better than the previous character that they have released, in order to entice all the meta slaves to pull. Let me give you an example. You have a Razor. He's your main damage dealer. Upon recently starting an account in Genshin Impact, you pull for Razor. You raise Razor, you level up his weapon, you farm the EXP books, talent materials, weapon ascension materials, level up mats, spending all your Mora towards him. You level him up to 90, you have a Razor at max potential, and Razor does the highest amount of damage that he could ever do. And then somehow you pull a Eula. You pull a Eula, you farm everything for her, her talents, weapon mats, EXP books, everything. You spend weeks to get Eula up there to level 90, and now you have a level 90 Eula. But what happens to your level 90 Razor? All that effort on Razor, all that effort, all that resin spent to get him to his max potential, and now all of his artifacts and weapons suddenly go to Eula? And now Eula effectively replaces Razor's job? Isn't that a waste? And now Eula effectively replaces Razor because she does more physical damage than him. Isn't that a waste, guys? I feel better if Razor could do more things than just doing damage, such as providing support for the team, but that's what the plight of main DPS is. Once you level up a character to level 90 and someone else outdoes their job and the former character can't do anything else, you can't get those resources that you've applied on that character back. Like, all that time spent raising a Razor, level up mats, Mora, EXP books, you can get them back and reapply those things to someone else. What I'm trying to say is that if you're the type of player who stresses about the limited resources in Genshin Impact and you're looking to invest in a character, don't invest in main DPS. You're better off investing any other character that has multiple roles, such as Xiangling, Kaya, Noelle, Diona, and Ningguang. Yes, Ningguang. Ningguang excels in damage and support. She can crystallize with other elements to get a shield, block certain projectiles with a screen, and is one of the fewest characters that can give a 12% geo damage bonus with a screen. This bonus doesn't help anyone else who doesn't do geo damage, but that is a support role that Ningguang can provide and fulfill. I use Ningguang and Yanfei. Those two are highly regarded as being similar to each other, but the main difference is, in this case, is that Ningguang can provide multiple roles. Yanfei cannot. I love playing with Yanfei, but I can't shake the feeling that I've wasted all my time and effort raising her because there's already another character that holds the same element and weapon type as her, named Klee. To put it simply, Yanfei is already outclassed upon her release. So why did I raise Yanfei then? Why did I raise her up to level 80? Get all her talents up to like 888? Because I had no other character that can pop up reliable power damage for Melt and Vaporize. I only had Xiangling and Amber before Yanfei came for Pyro characters. But if I were to pull on Klee's rerun banner and for some reason I do get Klee, I'm never going to use Yanfei again. And it's sad because all those finite resources that I spent for Yanfei and having Klee replace all of what she could do is such a waste of resources, and I hate having to waste resources. But Don't worry, I have no intentions of playing for Klee. That was merely just an example. I would rather spend more time with Yanfei. I'm not telling you guys who to play or not. I'm only advising you guys to rethink about who is going to be more usable in team comps versus who is going to be replaceable in the future when more characters are being added in the future of Genshin Impact. And the last thing I want to talk about is the fun factor. It is totally cool if any of you guys are having fun playing as the main DPS characters, such as Keqing, Razor, and Diluc. And heck, you guys could totally disagree on my opinion since you guys don't even mind playing as them. But guess what? The fun factor of playing with those characters is only going to diminish the longer you play with them. It'll only take about 1 or 2 weeks until you guys are going to think, man, this character's so cool and all, but I'm kind of sick and tired of mindlessly left-clicking all the damn time with this character. And eventually, the said character is going to be replaced with another newly released main DPS character that plays differently and does better damage than the said character. This wouldn't be a problem if you have multiple main DPS characters so that you guys could alternate between playstyles and such in order to refresh the fun factor. As a free-to-play, I'm very fortunate to have a dolphin of a sister that allows me to play on her dolphin account and mess around with Xiao, Hu Tao, Keqing, and Child. And every time I want to take a break from my free-to-play small PP damage account, I just hop onto my sister's account, help her with the dailies, Spiral Abyss, and have fun doing big PP damage with the characters that I don't have. But fun factor is not the main point of this video. It's the resource investment that I'm talking about. And I am speaking for the players who are dying in limited resources, who can't afford to do resin refreshes. So what I'm trying to say in all is that all in all, characters who fulfill multiple roles in one package will yield a better resource investment in the long run, rather than characters who can only fulfill one role, which is just doing damage. You're only allowed to use 4 characters at a time on the field, and 3 of them are going to be irreplaceable for certain team comps, and 1 of them is going to be replaceable for on-the-field damage dealing depending on who you deal with. Anyway guys, that's all I want to tell you guys. Like, just rethink about your strategies on who to raise in the future so that you guys can reuse them in the future rather than just completely ditching your characters that you've raised all this time and just having another character that does the job way better. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.